Hey, we always live Elvis.
Hey, Memphis Mafia Kid, and
Teresa.
hey, we're hoping all y'all have had a good week, getting close to the weekend, and hope everybody has a great weekend. And start off, got a quick shout out, and this is another one, like I said, it just touches my heart. To a little fella, he's 2 years old. He loves Elvis. Uh, he loves everything about Elvis and watches the videos and mom and daddy's videos. Uh, and his name is Lathan Brayboy. Brayboy, I'm sorry.
Hi, Nathan.
Yeah.
Lathan. I'm sorry.
Lathan Brayboy. And Lathan, buddy, we appreciate you, and that's what it's all about. I mean, y'all, it just I just can't never get over the younger generation, just and it keep going, and that's exactly why one of the big reasons of why we do these videos for the future Elvis family, which is Elvis fans, all y'all know. Uh, just to carry on, it's a beautiful, wonderful thing. Another quick thing before we get into today's questions and maybe a story or two. We lost part of the Elvis family. A lot of you may have known her. Some of you may not, but she actually had a podcast uh, called The Jungle Room. Her name was Jamie K. And we just want to say to Jamie's family, our condolences. Our prayers are with you. And Jamie, we're going to miss you, girl.
Yeah.
With that, hey, why don't we, well, you know what? Why things is on my mind, and a cute little story come to. Matter of fact, me and Mama was talking, and she kind of reminded me of it. I thought I may share it with you. It's about George Klein. And to start it off, there was actually somebody. I can't remember if it was Charlie or who was telling this joke. I was just a little tight, and of course, I was listening on everything I could hear, especially up around Graceland. But he had told this joke about this guy that had always wanted a singing telegram. And this guy come and said, I got a telegram for you. He said, well, sing it to me. And the guy said, I don't think you want this, sang to you. He's like, yeah, I've always wanted one. Please sing it to me. And the guy says, da 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 da. Your sister Rose is dead. And without knowing, George had a sister, and her name was Rose. And,
Oh, no.
and a little bit later on, and of course, there's all that. And I barely remember. I mean, I remember some of it, but not total all of it. But I had told George, I said, George, I got a joke to tell you. Got a joke to tell you. And he said, okay, Daddy, what is it? And I said, dun 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 dun. Your sister Rose is dead in his face, and it just freaked me. He's like, what did he say? And everybody, but that just, like I said, me and Mom was just, like I tell y'all, I know it sounds like we're banging off the walls a lot of times, but
That sounds like something like Lainey would say.
Yeah.
She is not filtered in
yeah,
those kind of things.
a lot of times, y'all, I mean, when it hits me, or I've got it on my mind, or I've thought about it, I try to share it with y'all because it's it's great, great memories, and there's so many of them. But hey, let's get in. We'll do a couple questions, and
Okay. The copycats. When you look back on Elvis, what does he look like in your mind? What do you remember him as?
when I think about Elvis and dream about Elvis, pretty much it's the Elvis that I knew, the Elvis of the '70s. I mean, when I see him, he most of the time he's got a sweat outfit on. Uh, you know, uh, have had some dreams where he was getting ready to do a concert. I think I've shared that. And he was looking for mom and daddy. They wasn't there. They were running late, and of course he was in his jumpsuit. But the '70s Elvis, just that's, I mean, that's the way I mainly remember Elvis. I mean, I was a little smaller, in the early years, and remember that. But the '70s, uh, that was Elvis to me. So that's the way I remember him. And that's a great question.
All right, Kim Craig, do you think if Linda Thompson had stayed with Elvis, he would have lived longer?
Y'all, we've talked about this on a lot of occasions about his mother and this and that. Linda was a wonderful, sweet, great lady. Y'all, I don't think I have to express of how I feel about Linda Thompson. And nothing bad against Linda or nobody else. Linda will probably tell you herself. I mean, the truth of the matter is there was nobody that was going to change Elvis but Elvis. Okay? I mean, Elvis is the only one. And, loves, family, whatever. I mean, we're sitting here today, but he's the only one that could have changed him. Nobody else could have changed him, or I don't know how, made that big a difference. I don't think in his life, because Elvis, as we've all talked about before, Elvis was Elvis, and Elvis was going to be Elvis, and Elvis is going to do what Elvis wanted to do.
Not to say that it would have changed the course. Maybe it delayed it for a little longer. You think maybe she would have checked on him? She was more.
Well, now you get into. Well, of course, you carry it to a different level, and
is it more likely she would have checked on him that whole long time he was in there?
And this is by no means throwing any blames on anybody, or
no,
or speaking bad of Ginger or anything like that. But Linda, yes, Linda would have. What's the word? Maybe, check on him a little more, been there a little more.
Well, like if I heard you go up to the bathroom and you're gone for a long time, I'd get up and check on you.
Sure.
So, do you...
it's very possible, of course, people...
But he still would have lived the same way.
People get sleepy and whatever, so you can't really... But, yes, I mean... As bad as it is, and as much as I want Elvis Presley to have lived and still be with us today, that's things, y'all, that go through my mind. I'm sure y'all think about it too. And like I've said before, I could just never picture an old Elvis. And something inside me always says that, he was put here on earth from God to do what he was supposed to do. And then it was times, I guess what I'm saying is now I really couldn't see the ending any other way. I mean,
yeah.
But that's another great. We always get great questions. And appreciate y'all for sending them.
Joe Fox, was the Plymouth car that's on display at the birthplace the actual car they moved to Tupelo in?
No, it was not. It's the same year model, but it's not the exact car. I don't know if anybody knows. I have no idea if the actual car even exists anymore. Somebody may know more than me, but on that. But that is not the original car now.
All right, Harold Dalton. What did you think of Mary Jenkins?
Mary was funny. She was cut up. Kind of loud in my opinion, and I don't mean, but I just mean, she cut up, she carried on, was funny, cooked a mean breakfast. She was a good lady. Like I said, all those ladies that took care of Graceland and took care of Elvis were you couldn't have asked for better ladies than that to be watching over you and take care of you, and they did that and put up with our little butts a many a time, but nothing but good to say about Mary and all of them. I've said, told many stories about each and every one of them. That was just a great group of women.
Sheldon Johnson. What did Elvis think of the book Elvis What Happened?
Well, I think we all know how he felt, but
Well, I know you said it hurt his feelings.
we'll go back over. It hurt him bad.
Yeah.
On a lot of different levels. It made him very, very angry. Like I said, there was a lot of mixture of feeling. He wasn't happy with it. He was angry, upset with it. Very, very hurt by it. And I mean, we can't change things now, but as I've said before, on that, I wish things could have possibly played out a little different, but they did. So.
All right, and from Foolies, did Elvis like Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck?
Sure, he liked cartoons. As I've told before, when we were in Palm Springs and I got up in the middle of the night, early morning, to sneak in and get something to eat, and ran into him, he was actually had the Flintstones on. So, I don't know. I'd have to, ask Mom or Daddy one about, if he had an in particular favorite. But he did watch cartoons, and and he got a cackle just like we did out of them.
Hey, who doesn't like Bugs Bunny?
And enjoy, right? Yeah, our Daffy Duck. I mean, well, what's up, Doc?
Yeah. I'm just gonna. I know some people are gonna wonder.
Hey, why don't you
wonder about that clown mask over there? We got up this morning and Danny thought it would. Danielle does not like clowns at all. Like Danny doesn't like spiders, but he thought it would be funny to make a little video and send it to her while she's at work today about what being good at work, or you're going to come see or something. But anyway, she wasn't too thrilled with it when she got it.
No.
So then we decided to do a short, one of our shorts on Memphis Monthly.
To all y'all.
Yeah. So.
And we hope y'all enjoy that. Y'all, it's it's. Each time I read comments and say how much y'all send in how much you love and appreciate us doing it, and as I've said before, it's an honor to me, to us, to get to do these for you, and we're just glad that that y'all like them and enjoy them. But like I said, my Elvis family, has been there to protect me ever since I was little. And like I've said a million times before, a lot of them's not here. Some of them are. And we've had new ones come over the years and get new ones, just like we talked about at the beginning, every single day.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it for us.
Yeah.
So, y'all, we appreciate it. If you hadn't subscribed, I don't know if a lot of you know it or not, but it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up and a like. It just helps keep our channel going.
And if you have a question, put it in the comments. Put question and then put your question right after it. That way we find it quicker.
And spread it to your friends.
Yeah,
tell
share,
them we've been getting a lot of subscribers because of that. We appreciate that. And we're going to continue doing these things. Look, want everybody to have a great weekend. We'll have another video in a day or two coming at you. And remember, we always live Elvis.